From a vantage point all the way up at a height of 255 meters or 66 floors, you will be privy to a view where only eagles dare. More than twice as high as the American icon, the Statue of Liberty, and more than 3 times higher than the Qutub Minar, our very own icon, to be the dream of northern India, the North Eye, will stand proud as the tallest residential building in North India. Here will be the opportunity to be a distinguished owner of the best address in this region, reveling in an ambience of luxurious modernism with state-of-the-art facilities and services, which will be like a self-contained colony from a science fiction thriller. A step closer to the moon. For you, the moon will rise earlier and set later. Conceived and developed by Supertech with its unparalleled business approach and vision, spanning over 22 years of maturity and excellence, there is already an unflinching emphasis on the induction of state-of-the-art engineering techniques, innovative designs, and the assurance of timely delivery of the project.
This North Eye is the tallest building of North India. We have come up this idea after visiting so many countries, and the lot of requirement from our buyers from the market to introduce such type of building, having the lot of luxuries, lifestyle, and the qualities and infrastructure.
See, Noida is a very upcoming city, and when we say it's upcoming world class. The kind of infrastructure development which is happening in a planned manner is out of the world. Many prestigious projects are coming up in Noida which will make it a world-class city, and North Eye is one of the most prestigious project of North India because of its height and the kind of concept it is.
Supertech has taken this up as a prestigious project, collating a team of the best of minds connected to the building industry, selecting proven specialty companies and experts from all over the world. B.E. Billy Moria and Company from Mumbai were selected to take up the construction of this project. The company was shortlisted owing to their enviable track record of having successfully executed numerous 60 stories plus buildings, as well as executing the world's most expensive home called Antilla, owned by the chairman of Reliance Industries and his family. Adjacent to the burgeoning activity in Noida in Cape Town in Sector 74, the work for the North Eye began as scheduled. The first task was to set the ground realities in order. The excavation work was achieved in July 2011. This meant excavating more than 1 lakh cubic meters of earth and soil investigation activities that were conducted by a team of experts from Messrs. Langan International, New York. Currently, there are several JCBs in operation at this site, working 24/7.
We are in the seismic zone 4, as well Noida, Ghaziabad, and Delhi, and this North India. We are in the seismic zone 4. We have designed our building as per the IS specification, IS code, which complies the seismic zone 4, number 1. Number 2, for the designing of such building, we need to have the good structural designers. The people who has already delivered this project, the people who have already designed this type of foundations.
It has been 5 months since this odyssey began, and today the construction activity has gone to the depths before the building can rise high to 66 stories. The ground for the foundation required hundreds of piles of 1 meter diameter, space for which had to be drilled by specially imported drilling machines from Dubai to drill 351 piles in all. The drilling and submersion of steel nets for the piles, followed by the concretization of the piles, was a massive task requiring special care and supervision day in and day out. Presently, half of the piles have been successfully drilled, and eventually over 1,23,000 cubic meters of concrete will be used and reinforced by 17,000 metric tons of steel.
You see, the major challenges of such type of building is the foundation work. And I am proudly announcing today this we have completed the foundations work of this project. And this hopefully, and the completion of the project is March 2015, and we are achieving our target. Hopefully we will achieve our target in time.
So this is our basic starting point. This side is the west wing of this building, and this side will be the east side of the building. And where I am standing, this is the main structure of North Eye.
The piling work for the main tower of the building is now complete.
We are at a level of minus 7.6 at the bottom of the raft level at the basement, lower basement. And when you see the central wing, we have casted the PCC and are into the stage of tying reinforcement, and in the west wing we are into the sub-base preparation to stabilize the soil. And as far as the soil strata is concerned, it's a pretty sandy soil, and we are conducting piling with great care and also going into extensive testing to be doubly sure of the strength of the piles to cater for the seismic load factors and the winter pressures.
Proctor density test. This test is conducted to check the compactness of earth by calculating the percentage of moisture in the soil. The test has resulted in a factor of 93 to 97%, which is more than the stipulated requirement. Dynamic load test. The pile cap is packaged in layers to ensure minimum damage to the piles that will undergo the test. These sandwiched plates are placed on top of the piles, and a hammer weighing 20 tons is dropped on it. This test is done to check the displacement of the underground piles and ensure their ability to withstand extreme weights. Integrity test. Piling has been done up to a depth of 48 meters, more than was structurally required. This is the first of its kind in this part of the country. Integrity test is conducted on every pile. An 8-kilogram hammer is used to generate sound waves to check the even filling of concrete in the bore. Each pile has undergone the necessary integrity test, which ensures that the pile has not suffered any damage during construction by high-stress impact or from separation of concrete, etc. Static load test is the final test for the foundation and gives clearance to the piles from all the shortcomings and deficiencies in their load-bearing capacity. Out of a total number of 300 piles for the central and northern towers, tests were conducted on selected piles, and the results were fully satisfactory as per the mandate given by the structural engineers. Since this is the first building of its kind in India, the tests were compared to American standards for double surety. As you are aware, North Eye features a helipad that will be tested on its completion by aeronautical engineers. The descent of water from enormous heights of 245 meters will be an extreme challenge, as it will gush down with high pressure. For the same, Supertech has engaged consultants to provide pneumatic valves for controlled flow of water. North Eye is an engineering marvel, and Supertech accepts the challenge to deliver this project within the stated time.
For the construction of such type of building, definitely we required the timeline of the project. Accordingly, we have hired a good contractor who has delivered this type of building, and we have designed our shuttering just like a jump form shuttering, which repeat a floor in 7 days. So the timeline of this project is 42 months, and hopefully we will complete the project within the timeline.
Imagine a privileged life, far above the rest, where the principles of solar thermodynamics will allow for green living, distributing solar energy in the form of heat in winters and shunning the same heat in summers. As part of the innovative technology applied to the building concept, no matter what the season of the year it is, you will get regulated sunlight throughout the year. For the North Eye project, Supertech defines this as tall architecture. Here, every aspect of life translates to a new high.
Fly me to the moon, Let me swim among the stars. Let me hold your hand and fly to Jupiter and Mars. Fill my heart with song and let me dance forevermore. You are what I see, all that I worship and adore. Fly me
North Eye. Live closer to the moon.